Welcome back to Let's Get On With It, Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. I remain Grimith somehow after all this time. It's been a few days for me since clearing out Petrin Hill Monastery. Ready to get back to work. We have a golem to vanquish. As a reminder, before we get any further into it, treasures will be left behind for future adventures. We wouldn't want to take everything Garinol has in the monastery, for example. He is a Katarina the Wise's ally. There was a small chest, in particular near where Wilhelm got torpored, that I spotted on a watch back to check for audio flaws. So, a golem to destroy. How are we going to get around with doing that? We're going to max out blood healing. We can heal up and spend less time healing in combat and spend less blood healing overall because it'll require a few casts of it. More time, well, if I'm not controlling Christof, it'll be time he spends casting awe, even on targets that cannot be awed, much to my eternal frustration. As for here, I want to dabble in some majesty. I won't be able to do it now, even if I had the necklace equipped. This would cost too much for me to pick up the first level for, but I'm going to start work on it. By grabbing a level Dread Gaze and Entrancement. Presence is in clan for Bruja, so we'll get to bask in its joy. As another note from viewer comments, bringing up Bruja versus Bruja, I've noted explicitly throughout the series thus far that I would be going with the in-game pronunciations, contrary to what you'll hear in, we'll say, the modern Knights. If you're still puzzled as to whether Bruja or Bruja is right for you, consult your local player group, perhaps your local storyteller, for more information. That'll be that. We'll take wits up to 25 from 23. As another aside, we are in the 1100s. The Camarilla, the Sabbat, do not exist at this time. But we will be exposed to those organizations, those sects, in the modern Knights, as the instruction manual tells us. As for Wilhelm, I'm a little divided, but I did state that I was open to using any power. I wasn't blocking myself from anything. We're going to be grabbing some feral claws. It's going to be 3 dots of this. Won't be grabbing the 4th dot, which will actually have the cost. So we'll still be at blood 10 on the price, but I want to use some experience in leveling up blood healing from 2 to 4. Again, we K-Knights do not heal naturally, for our existence is either a curse from God or a blessing from God. Regardless, it interrupts the whole restoration of flesh. We have to handle that ourselves through blood. And this makes the healing more effective and reduces the chances of failure. Yes, we are significantly short in experience to take this up to 4. Every dot in Feral Claws increases the damage dealt. This is aggravated damage. In Vampire the Masquerade Redemption, I believe the damage starts at 10 and goes up by 5 per. So at 5 dots, you're going to have the longest duration, and it'll be 30 aggravated damage. Aggravated damage bypasses stamina for soaking purposes. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I'm tempted by a 3rd dot in Potence, but I think I'm going to let it go for now. I think that's going to be everything I invest in. Here, Wilhelm, we're going to be pulling him away from wielding a weapon. Of course, he still has hands. Still put stuff in those hands. Now, the golem cannot be awed. But I will not be surprised if AI Christof at any point fucking throws down awe. I'm pretty sure I've covered that before earlier in the series too. That Presence doesn't really care about my rules. The Coterie AI is willing to just go ham with it. We'll see where the road takes us on that front. We'll slap Potence down there. How I'm going to be fighting this golem is through a little bit of... I can't say it's shenanigans so much as like the golem is going to target one of us, and I'm going to hope it's not Willem, but if it is Willem, regardless, I'm going to run around so that the golem can't hit that one easily while the other person whacks the golem. And hopefully that'll take us to victory, because this golem could two-hit either Christof or Willem. Yeah, I'll resist the urge to buy anything. That exquisite Flamberger still sings to me. Let's get into Northern Quarter. Just one big meaty fight.
Help us, the golem Macabre is gone out of control.
Yes. One big old boss fight. Hopefully we shall prevail. Hopefully. I mean, I gave myself favorable odds.
Save us! Our own golem has gone mad!
Can the rabbi control this brute?
Yes, but the rabbi is dead. I am his son, Mendel.
Tell me how to kill the golem, Mendel.
The golem's life cometh from truth.
Thou speakest riddles.
The word truth hath been writ upon a scroll and placed within the brow of the creature. The Hebrew word for truth and the word for death are but a single letter apart. Destroy that one letter and the creature falls in death.
Yeah, we just have to deal a few hundred hit points of damage to accomplish that. Not like I can called shot letter in head. We'll wait to cast Potence until we are in the cutscene. You can see that the discipline is active down there in the bottom right corner and will tick off and expire. Something we're going to be doing is called saving the fucking game. That's a privilege we have, since it's not the original release. Yippee. Okay.
Find the foe.
Christof? Good. Good. Christof used Dread Gaze. That's the ability you need to use. See if I can bait the golem into attacking and not hitting. Christof, I swear to fucking God. I swear to Cain. I swear to Lilith. For a moment, I thought one of the powers worked. I was excited. Okay. This is good. Willem, with your aggravated damage, you must prevail. Don't use awe. Nope. Oh. Fail. That's not failing. Christof, fail. Get out of there. Shit. Run further. Okay. We haven't won yet, but we haven't lost yet. That's good. Stop. You're not supposed to try using any of those powers. You should stop trying to use them when his blood pool gets low enough. Maybe I should have activated Celerity on him. There's a lot of things happening here, though. No, wait. Christof will just drink blood. He'll just use all of his consumable resources so that he can keep using Awe and Dread Gaze. He says, screaming at the top of his lungs. Those didn't magically turn on, right? Cool. Fucking Coterie AI system in this game. Why am I not doing a solo run? Oh, wait, right. Greater entertainment value. I would like to revive him for this. It's an important enough kill that I would like for him to get experience for it. No, you don't get experience when you're in Torpor. He missed out on what? A couple of Cappadocians and some skeletons? Okay. Put this there. The golem is almost slain. That's good. Could have gone worse. Could still go worse. Could definitely go better, though. The 2-hit kill potential, though, is just, like... Especially with one of those massive hits causing a frenzy.
Stand thy ground.
Hey, bud. Don't go running off like that.
Blood. I crave blood.
I unleash you. Have some snacks. Be some shit of like the golem use blood healing.
Blood. I crave blood.
Okay.
Let's loose thy wrath.
That's right, sound. Okay. Cool.
This is the Kabbalistic magic that quickened the golem.
Save the fucking game. Ah. First try, he said, clenching his teeth.
The demon is no more.
The golem was no demon.
It was, and we have sent it straight to hell.
The golem was animated by the life force, and his spirit now returns to Abraham's bosom.
What? Blaspheming sorcerer? This monster of clay has no soul.
I am no sorcerer. I am a Kabbalist, and all life is from God. Every man, animal, and creature. Even this golem. Even vampires such as thee.
Liar! Thou dost toy with my sanity! One such as I cannot be redeemed. I am an outcast from heaven.
Not so. All life comes from one place, and to that place it must return.
Why should God make such creatures?
To vex mankind. They are all part of the kingdom of God, sent to test our faith, as the devil did test the simple faith of Job. How has thy faith endured, Crusader?
Not well, for God hath abandoned my soul.
The question is not whether God hath abandoned thee, selfish boy. It's whether thou wilt abandon God and become a beast.
I shall consider thy words.
Nay, there is no magic in the Shem. 'Tis merely letters. Letters which connect the golem to the true source of power.
Nonetheless, the Cappadocians would be grateful to get such a thing. It would help them build golems for their own protection.
The Shem is thine, with my blessings to do with as thou pleaseth.
Okay. And we get our prompt to invest experience, which is unnecessary, but thank you anyway, Storyteller. And just hop back to the Haven. Where I can pop on the necklace. I know I have it on hand, but it's not like I equip it from the screen. And grab my first level of Majesty. Yeah. Yeah, I made the right choice. Made the right choices. I believe that was an effective demonstration of multiple things.
Stand thy ground.
One of them being, oh God, I'm being ripped apart, flung into the air, and as I'm standing back up, getting my ass kicked. 2, the horrors of frenzy. 3, the coterie AI system. I'm pretty sure one of the multiplayer modules like takes place in and around the northern quarter. I remember like milling about here before and exploring this place. Anywho, we're heading to Petrin Hill Monastery. Going on a bit of a jog. We'll be back here in the northern quarter, though. Garinol. Hope you're back by now. And, hope everything's good with, the ransacking of your haven and, final deaths administered. It's probably fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Hail, Garinol of Clan Cappadocian, master of the art of death.
Hail to thee, servant of the wise Ekaterina of Clan Bruja. Be most welcome. And hail to thee, good Christof, who vanquished the fiend in the mines. I make no claim of vengeance against thee for the destruction of my haven. Instead, I offer my thanks to thee and to thy clan for bringing to light the treachery of my venomous child Mercurio.
I present this to thee as a gift from Ekaterina the Wise, sire of the Bruja.
Ah, yes. This should be of some use indeed, to protect us from the disorder of these times. Tell your mistress I am grateful, and owe the noble Bruja a boon.
We shall.
I only wish this gem had not been purchased at so dear a price. I mourn the bloodshed in the Jewish quarter by the wicked Mercurio, and do reproach myself for his misdeeds. The good rabbi now journeys into the land of the dead, where hides all knowledge, and I am to blame. Prithee tell Ekaterina that I wish to serve her Promethean task, and strive with her to bind up our uncertain future. In partial payment of the boon I owe, I offer thee my prized child, Serena. She will aid thee in thy efforts.
I pray that my service will be of value to thee.
Christof's gained a new rank. He too is an Ancile. He's learned so much. You can see his health pool is now equal to Wilhelm's, but his blood pool is not.
Now, make haste to thy university, and bestow my gratitude upon noble Ekaterina. I shall meet with her anon, and plan the defense of Prague against the fiends.
Different volume level for that one. And we say hello to our new party member, Serena, prized child. She's not as much of a badass out of the gate as Mercurio is. That's for sure. She has a dagger to her name. She's fairly flimsy, in regards to, like, physical attributes. But she has intelligence and wits. Her manipulation score is the same. Okay. Something I had been considering was whether I wanted to make Serena my seller of goods and acquisitioner of goods. But I said I was gonna use everyone. So that would be more fun. That we could have full, cool party interacting with the environment. And infuriating me when they use disciplines that I tell them they're not allowed to use, but then they use them anyway. Yeah. So, we will not have a designated seller of goods, I suppose. Great. It brings 4 bottles of Vitae and a dagger, which I'm gonna promptly replace it for this Moro dagger. I guess I'll sell the jewels. She is bereft of a neck guard and everything else. Prized child of my ass. Return to Rest in Haven. Click on the rest coffin to advance. As for her disciplines, you got feed, you got blood healing. She has heightened senses. Heightened senses is a nice way to catch. So, there are some enemies who can hide themselves from you through the power of Obfuscate, and Heightened Senses spots those enemies. Aura Perception, as far as I recall, is fundamentally useless in this game. Spirit's Touch, I recall being after Aura Perception, and that is your Identify Item spell, if you don't feel like grabbing like a Spirit Touches scroll. Fortitude, added protection against damage, it's pretty useful. And Mortis, shambling hordes, animates corpses. I think there's some jank involved with those, and like when they collapse, they might give you partial experience and drop loot. but you do have to be concerned with the pathfinding and how useful they might be, like just bodies and everything. My memory's pretty rusty on that. Vigor Mortis to take control of a targeted dead creature. We'll see. She gets some other stuff, though. If I'm going to be using her in an actual combat capacity, there's one discipline in particular I feel like will be pretty damn okay. Okay. I think we'll stay here for a snack. Christof doesn't need the snack, courtesy of the fact that he ranked up. But Willem could use a snack. Don't attack. Let's, you know, share the bites. Share the sweet kiss. That's right. Have some fun. You did good, Willem. I am so not looking forward to the next area. I'm already thinking about coterie AI control, and I'm just... It's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's fine. It's fine. I'm happy. I'm happy. Truly, I am more ecstatic than I could possibly convey. You wouldn't even know it. Cool, it's fine, it's great, it's wonderful. Ostensibly, I will be using these other disciplines myself. Okay, team. Let's go. I'll poke my head in and see whether Ekaterina has anything to say before I go into the Haven and time passes. Katerina! We did it!
Thou hast not yet completed thy tasks. Go ye hence,
I mean, I feel like I completed my tasks. I feel like we saved Christmas. You two feel like we saved Christmas? Fine, whatever. Never fucking please, Mom. Go to bed. Fucking... That's what it is. Mom's telling me to go to bed, and I'm like, Mom! I don't want to go to bed. Whatever. Fine, I'll go to bed.
I understand thy sorrow, Christof. When Garinol embraced me, I was forced to leave behind all I loved in the mortal world. The loss of it still weighs upon my heart and drags me to despair. I offer thee any comfort I may give in thy grief.
I thank thee, but I do not surrender my hope of reunion with Ineska, even though I am beyond all hope.
Then thy Ineska is fortunate indeed, though such barren hope might breed only more sorrow.
My brother's girlfriend at the time, they later got married, was really into Serena. But she's kind of into vampires. Pretty sure she's still into vampires. I just felt like sharing that. You're welcome. I'm an oversharer sometimes. Fuck you. Not much of the rat pack left. How about you carry one of those in case you're the last survivor and I need to run in terror. As one does. Not enough. 1,500 required. Okie dokie. So, I will not have it for the next zone, then. Well, hold that thought. Golem doesn't have enough to level up, and obviously Serena not able to level up. We can grab Spirit's Touch when we get some XPs. to identify items like the femur we have. Summon Soul. 50 perception. I think Plague Wind is right after that.
No.
I am not surprised the little nun is missing. She is reckless.
Dost thou know of her?
No.
Yes, we shall lie to thee no longer. Anezka came hither in search of thee. The gift of sight blazed in her eyes, revealing unto her that we are childe of Cain. And yet she had no fear of us.
Where is she?
We told her thou wert not among us, and she left.
What?
She insisted on leaving this letter for thee, as if she somehow knew we had lied to her. I give it thee.
Dearest Christof, I have not seen thee since the night thou fled the convent, and I fear thou hast been swallowed by the creatures that rule the night. But dread shall not rule my heart. I am resolved to renounce my holy orders and walk the face of the earth until I unite with thee. And if thou turneth thy face from me, I shall search for such panacea as will restore thy soul and bring the rose to thy fair cheek again. Thou hast captured my heart, and I can do naught but seek thee and make us both whole. Though our cause be lost, yet shall we both be found. Thy immortal love, Anezka.
Hot love. The hottest love. White hot love. Which leads to that emotional devastation after the fact when those feelings ebb. If they ever ebb. Ebb? Yeah, ebb. Will they ever ebb? Just because I've cleared the game multiple times doesn't mean I know the answer to that question. I'm gonna click OK now.
Why didst thou not tell me?
Whelp, thou must leave her world behind.
Thou hast doomed her. I could have persuaded her to stay in the safety of the convent.
Nay, thou canst not control such as she. There was a mania that shone in her eye, a kind of madness. And yet her mind was sharp, as if her delirium had strengthened her mind rather than sapped it. In another time, I would have been moved to take such a one as my child.
Nay, her soul must remain pure. We must find her and save her from the fiends. We must redeem her before my curse dooms her, as in my dream.
The nun was not the only one missing. Many have been taken, mortal and vampire alike. We go in search of our bourgeois allies, but will rescue as many of the others as we can, including thy mortal nun.
Therefore we are resolved to entreat Prince Rudolf Brandel for assistance, even though he is of Clan Ventru. To make amends for withholding this letter from thee, we go tonight. Come.
Guess this video will be longer than I thought. Okay.
We know of these disappearances. Little happens in Prague without our knowledge.
How now? Hast thou discovered the culprit?
We can direct thee aright, should we feel so moved.
I cannot imagine such a thing as can move thy lordship.
We desire a reliquary containing the arm of St. George, which lieth in the antechamber of the Cathedral of St. Vitus. Alas, a ring of hallowed ground outside the cathedral doth repel canines. The sanctified ground extends not into the cathedral, but we cannot cross the outer gates.
Then how may we cross the sanctified ring to enter the cathedral?
We tire of thee. Pray, do not return until thou hast the arm.
Very well. We go.
I'm tickled by Wilhelm being allowed to have his brandish sword and shield in here, but the truth of the matter is that if Wilhelm tried anything, Let's just say he wouldn't make it. Yeah, he wouldn't make it. Particularly since the prince is looking right down at him. Wouldn't make it. Even if he did make it. Not convinced the prince would take any damage. Nay, to withhold such knowledge is wicked. We seek to save many. Has the prince no pity, no humanity? That he only bestows his knowledge for a price? I know Christof reads all the lines out loud, but I wanted to say it myself to just mull it around in my mouth for how fundamentally stupid of a thing this is. And yet...
Nay, to withhold such knowledge is wicked. We seek to save many. Has the prince no pity, no humanity, that he only bestows his knowledge for a price?
I warn thee, stripling. We have staked fledglings for 100 years as punishment for little else than speaking in our presence. We allowed thy mistress to make thee, and we can unmake thee with a word.
Pray forgive him. Christof knows not.
Silence. Because yon child Christof did show bravery in the silver mines, and may yet be useful to us, he shall yet retain his freedom, but only if he henceforth silences his impertinent Bruja tongue.
Well, yeah, I misremembered the game a little bit. I thought we were going to have a sunrise event there. Yeah, just forgot a little bit of a sequencing of events. That's okay. Anyway, here we are in the Prince's audience chamber. We gotta go retrieve the reliquary or the prince, and the game's kind enough to give us some direction, even though the prince did not. What say you, Cosmos? Understood. What say you, Ekaterina? Understood. Wait. I'm not into the video with us in here. I must go. Good castle, everyone. There are castle grounds. I believe our exit is on the other side. Oh, I suppose we do have the first person look. Yeah. I was just thinking to myself, how do I see up there? And then I remembered. No, it's here. Okay. Well, we all have a good one. Does the game seriously not have like a dialogue explanation for like where you can go? Just put that in the quest log? Neither Ekaterina nor Cosmos nor Wilhelm nor Serena say a fucking thing? Am I about to stumble into this next episode? That's why I didn't end the video the audience here. That's the real reason. I thought we were going to be like, yeah, that's why we should go there. Huh. Well, anyway, this video's over. Next time, I'll take care of some shopping business, and I'll meet you back in the Northern Quarter for what I like to call a lesson in backtracking. See you then.